One, two, one, two, one, two, three, four. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, April 21st. I am Bruce Leonard, of course. Thank you for tuning in to another hour of Bruce Leonard Leans Left, while it's still legal. Still legal today. We always, like I said, ask this question because it could not be at any moment. Although I'm not as scared as I used to be because these people have proven to be vastly more incompetent than even you realize. I mean, you knew they were dumb, but like these people are fucking stupid. It's like, and remember the other day that story I told you about Cash Patel, right? Being drunk, and so drunk that they're worried about him. It's like they had to break down the fucking doors because he's passed out. Do you remember a time when there would have been a congressional hearing about something like this? Like, what's up, Julia? Pretty quickly, like if somebody said in the Washington Post or something, that hey, the FBI director's a fucking drunk, that the Congress would have immediately got their shit together and started calling people in to testify. Like, what's going on here? The guys are drunk. Like, not one fucking word out of these people. Not a peep. Guy's drunk, passed out. That's like. Maybe I understand that they might not want to wake him up, It's like I want to rouse him out. but where is the government? Thank you, Laura. Where is the government? What is the government doing besides running around trying to? I mean, half of the government is running around trying to pretend like everything is okay. And there is nothing okay about any of this. Good, Laura. I'm glad. She says she can see me on the TV and I sound great, right? Because I fixed the sound finally. So those of you who have tuned into this show, we're like, oh, this show's pretty all right, except it sounds like shit. I have fixed that problem. So now if the show sucks, it's just because you don't like me. But like I said, this should not be a partisan issue if the FBI director is a fucking drunk. Republicans themselves should be like, want to get to the bottom of this. Is the guy drunk? Is he passed out? Is that why they couldn't find Savannah Guthrie's mom? I mean, there's lots of questions to be asked in a situation like this. But not a peep out of any of them. Yeah, Julia says, remember when an official could be ousted over DUI? Or Al Franken. Remember Al Franken? He resigned because he took a picture. A picture. I mean, of course, he's a Democrat, and Democrats fold because they're fucking pussies. Yeah, well, you know what, Julia? Remember when George W. was running and it came out like, oh, he might have done cocaine, and he definitely had a DUI. And people accepted that, right? I think that was the beginning of when we started to relax the restrictions that we had put on people who could be the president of the United States. It's like, because the more you watch politics, the more, I mean, I never understood it when I was younger as much as I do now. Oh no, he did sue Ken. He sued the Atlantic for $250 million, which is fucking stupid because I don't know if you know anything about lawsuits, but there will be a phase called discovery And during the discovery is when they will show the evidence that they had to write this story, which means that they'll probably subpoena and call in a bunch of FBI agents and those guys that were trying to break down the door. And they're going to ask him, was he drunk and passed out? Unless they want to commit perjury, they got to tell the truth, which is that he was drunk and passed out. I mean, you see him at the Olympics. He's chugging beers and fucking spraying them like that's a professional alcoholic. It's like he knows what he's doing. The guy knows how to handle a beer bottle. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so, like I said at the beginning, the name of this show is Bruce Leonard Leans Left while it's still legal. Because we always wondered, like, at some point, would he declare us domestic terrorists or anybody who doesn't go along with the party line and try to come after us? But like I said, I'm not as scared of that anymore. The more I watch these people, that they're the dumbest people that have ever. Hey, Blue Apollo, what's up? You got here early today. Good to see you. You become a regular visitor. Thank you. I'm not afraid of them as much as I was before because they're fucking dumb. Like I said, by the time they figure out, it's like this new thing. Have you seen? Like Tucker Carlson was saying he was sorry for helping to get Trump elected fucking 3 times. That's like. We're gonna get into the Tucker Carlson apology in a second, but I'm saying is it's starting to people are starting to turn on him. So yeah, Julia, you're right. Julia says, well, I think it started with Bubba and the blowjob. Impeachment stayed in office. Yes. Well, he wasn't convicted, as usual. Like no president who's been impeached, been convicted, knows that. Like they get impeached, but it doesn't matter. Their party will defend them. And they can't get the 2/3 or whatever they need to convict. That's like it's just like now. If Mitch McConnell would have pulled the trigger, right, and they would have impeached Trump after January 6th, he wouldn't even have been allowed to run for office. We wouldn't be going through this. The Republican Party would have had to find a new clown to fucking run the show. But see, that's what I was saying about the more you watch politics as you get older, you realize that it is a cult of personality. They need a charismatic. Well, I mean, George W. Bush wasn't charismatic, but they need a figurehead, a leader that they could push in front of the people, and he could, and then they go, yes, this is the guy, you know. And it's just like Obama now. What are you talking about, Mad Rush? He still has a greater number supporting Trump than loser Dems. What does that mean? Trump's at 35% now and plummeting rapidly. Like I said before, the mega cult is 30%. When he gets to 30%, he's at rock bottom. And he'll stay at 30% because that's a cult. They're going to ride it all the way to the end. They will burn this country up for Donald Trump. Like that's how loyal they are. Period. So the 30% will always win. Well, a lot of people like me were never in parties, Mad Rush. I was never in a party. And I also believe that the 2-party system is garbage. And I've said that for a long fucking time because when there's only 2 choices, like I said, they only tend to get more and more extreme. People in the middle, have been left out. Independents, I said centrist people that have conservative views about, taxes and government, but have liberal views on social issues. What are you talking about, Mad Rush? Dude, it's the dude, that's what Trump says. The numbers are wrong. I don't know who it is, but who the numbers are there supporting him, but his approval rating was at 37% last week, and now it's about 35. So you tell me who that is. Most everybody else, the independents, Democrats, have moved away from Trump, and now some Republicans are moving away from him, even the mega people. T. Gray says I sound like Donald Trump after smoking 27 cigarettes. Then he asked, do I know who Charleston Benshop is? I do not. Enlighten me, please. Who is this person? Mad Rush says, just on CNN that many do support him, and he is doing better than the Cold Corpse who did nothing for 4 years. What are you talking about? How is he doing better? See, it's people like you that I don't understand. There's not a single metric that you can point to that says that Donald Trump is being a good fucking president. He's destroyed the world's economy. You're paying $4 for gas. He's got us in a war that he can't get out of. The Strait of Hormuz is closed when it was open. His numbers are not high, bro. You're insane. Obviously, we're living in an internet bubble that's telling you these things. This is not the truth. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, they're all turning on him. Why do you think he brought Joe Rogan into the Oval Office the other day? Because Joe Rogan was turning on him too. He was trying to save that audience. Now, here's this fucking stupid thing, don't you think? He's worried about Joe Rogan, who has an audience of 300 million, but he's shitting him on the Pope as 1 billion people. 1 billion followers. The man's an idiot. He's definitely lost his sense of, trying to play to the crowd. Like, he doesn't care anymore. He's too worried about his barroom and his arch and his fucking... Yeah, Julius says foul news is feeding them bullshit numbers because they're a propaganda network. Right, exactly. No, he's trying to use that Harry Edson fucking poll like Trump has done ever since he said it, that like 100% of MAGA still supports Trump. And that's what I said. 30% of people will burn down the country for Donald Trump. They're diehard cultists. They're not going anywhere. He could fuck up everything and they don't care. They'd still say he was the greatest thing that ever walked the earth. What are you talking about, Mad Rush? He is better than Dems with worst economy and everything spiked. Dude, the economy was... The cover of The Economist, right before Trump took office, said that the economy of the U.S. was a rocket ship about to take off. We recovered from the pandemic faster than everybody else in the world. Everything was set up for Trump. Chris says, try having Keir Starmer. Yeah, I don't know much about that dude, except that he's in trouble for appointing the Epstein dude as an ambassador. Chris, thanks for tuning in. I'm curious about that. How's he's trying to say he didn't know about this guy? Like, really? He didn't know that this guy was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein? Like, dude, you haven't listened, Mad Rush. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, and you're talking about stolen millions and falling into their own pockets. Dude, Donald Trump's made $7 billion since he's been president. That's not counting Jared Kushner, how much money he made. These people are fucking selling the foreign policy right in front of your face and manipulating the markets and betting on it. And you're trying to talk about the party is stolen millions. Yes, the economy was good, Ken. Or, I mean, it was good as it could be, and was hand off to Trump. Someone who was competent just could have let it keep working the way it was working. Everything would have been fine. And he comes with tariffs. War. It's like, yeah, this is really gonna help the economy. Tariffs and war. It's like, here's my foreign policy doctrine from 1847, the Monroe Doctrine. Tariffs from 1890. It's like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You tell me about this war. I don't know if you know, but he tacoed out again. Tacoed out. I'll read it to you. This is today, right before I came on. Donald J. Trump. Statement of President Donald J. Trump. Based on the fact that the government of Iran is seriously fractured, not unexpectedly so, and upon the request of Field Marshal Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif of Pakistan, we have been asked to hold our attack on the country of Iran until such time as their leaders and representatives can come up with a unified proposal. I have therefore directed our military to continue the blockade and in all other respects are made ready and able, and will therefore extend the ceasefire until such time as their proposal is submitted and discussions are concluded one way or the other. President Donald J. Trump. Now, I don't believe he wrote that himself. That was far too clear and concise. All y'all are fucking unbelievable. That's what I don't understand about y'all. You're all such clones. Like this guy's a TDS from derangement syndrome. You're programmed drones. You don't even have a thoughts of your own. None. I've been waiting for someone to come on this show in the comments who's actual mega person who fucking has a fucking thought. And none of you do. You're all fucking brainwashed sheep. They just spew talking points and you say exactly what they fucking tell you to say. And that's why we're in this position, because you're easily manipulated fucking jerk-offs that have lots of opinions about shit you probably don't know anything about. Because I'd like to hear them. I say it all the time. Like you're free to say something, but you just come on here and talk about 2 years. Oh, thank you for the intellectual fucking. See, look, it has Trump take up all space in libtard head. It's like you gave it right. You're like semi-literate. What do you fucking? You're not even speaking English. People who think that Kid Rock is some kind of generational musical talent expect to be taken seriously by people for their fucking opinions. Like, you follow a fucking reality TV show host who was best friends with a fucking pedophile for a decade and a half. It's like a used car salesman who lies to you every single day. And you don't even care. That's the part I don't get. And yeah, Trump is destroying the world. Of course we're going to fucking talk about it. And like, you tell me, how's he getting out of this? And what are we going to get out of this? You tell me. I'd like to hear it. If you got all the answers, I said, I'd like to hear it. But like I said, you don't. None of you right-wingers have any real ideas about anything except who you fucking hate and who you want to blame your fucking problems on and who you want to get rid of. And those aren't ideas. It's just a bunch of shit. The truth is, most of you are kind of just stupid. No, I'm not going to say that people should... What? Yes, and now what are you doing? Are you still rejoicing and partying? At least Tucker Carlson has the balls to say he's sorry that he helped this to fucking happen. And like I said, we're going to get into that. Don't fucking listen to Tucker Carlson say that he's sorry for causing this because he was there 3 fucking times. Okay? And in 2020, after 2020, when Fox was getting sued by the voting machine company, right? All that shit came out, all Tucker Carlson's private emails. And it turns out he knew Trump sucked. But he went on the air and he lied about it anyway because that was his fucking job. That's and what? What does that mean? There's lots of reasons why he would. Joe Biden never should have ran. He was too old. He said he wasn't going to run for a second term. Then he changed his fucking mind. Then he stayed in too long. And then, like I said, even with her only running the campaign for 6 weeks or some shit, she only lost by 1.4%. Donald Trump would have never been the president without all these other factors. He would have never got in. You fucking believed it when he said that people eat cats and dogs. What the fuck? See? Where are you from, Mad Rush? Because if you live in the United States, you're fucking stupid, man. You can't even write a sentence. You can't even write a cohesive sentence of English words. That's like... And you expect me to take your fucking belief seriously about the world and that's like... Really? We live in delusion? First of all, y'all keep talking to me. You didn't listen. I ain't never been in a political party. I don't believe in leaders. And fucking, I don't need someone to tell me what to do or how to live. Unlike y'all. The fuck is that supposed to mean? See, how come none of y'all can write a sentence? Have you ever thought about that? No, it was not. That geese and duck videos were fucking proven to be bullshit. Right? Exactly. Y'all believe anything, don't you? Y'all probably think Nick Shirley is like should be a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. There's a fucking I live here, motherfucker. It's like they're not eating the cats and dogs. People in the town said they're not eating the cats and dogs. That town is fucking 60 miles away from where I live. No, yeah, not anything bad about the Haitian people. Bullshit. You said they fucking kill and eat people's pets. And then you say, oh, nothing against them. It's like, what are you talking about? Of course you have something against them. As if I say, I'm not a people that say, I'm not a racist, I know a black guy. That's like, no, you're fucking, I just insulted the whole people, but nothing against them. It's like, they eat cats and dogs and they're pieces of shit. Respectfully. That's like... Which is a double entendre if any of my friends in Vegas are watching this show. I did that on purpose. That piece of shit. Fayetteville says, if you've ever learned anything about history, you would know the Haitians and other countries that do eat cats, dogs, they do eat geese, do eat ducks. So does fucking the Asians. They don't mean they're going around your fucking neighborhood kidnapping your pets. That's what they used to say about the Chinese restaurants too, right? Because that's some racist shit. Everybody knows that fucking stupid, that's a Midwestern fucking thing. What? Go Nick Shirley and find more fraud. What about the fraud they already found? What about Brett Favre and people like that? You don't seem to care about that. About Rick Scott. Right? He created a multi-million-dollar Medicare fraud. They elected him to the Senate. That's how fucking dumb you all are. Steve Bannon stole all your money. You still listen to him. It's like- nice about women's gender. Like that's what I mean. Y'all don't have anything to say about anything. You're programmed drones who take your cues from your leaders. Oh, what the fuck ever. Then pick up your phone and don't look like a fucking moron. I don't know, John. It's interesting. Yes, you are correct, Ab. I have smoked lots of cigarettes. Well, what? Ivana, Ivanicon, that's your fault. Everybody knows about the, the lady boys of Thailand. You fell for that? It's like- The HRP favor says I'm 54. I can write good sentences when I was in school and in college. I don't need to write good sentences in some random live stream. So quit crying about stuff. No, I'm just saying if you want to talk about world affairs and politics and things and have people take you seriously, it helps to not look like you're fucking illiterate. I am not down on Haitians. You're the one who said that. Ivanicon says a cake is a cake, even if it has a candle. No shit. That's right. God damn it. You're the one who said they do all that shit. Now, they might on the island. But people come here. They're, like I said, the people of Springfield, Ohio said no one's taking the fucking dogs and the cats. It's bullshit. Internet garbage. The fact that JD Vance even said he made it up. I know if you caught that when he said, "Oh well, if I have to make up stories to bring it to your," now, Matt Rush, I might agree with you on that. The Dems don't have a leader, no direction, no solutions. There's not really a fucking platform out there. They don't know what to do. The problem is, Charles Fayetteville says it happened a couple of times. Yeah, it really did happen. And they did shoot a couple of geese. No, they didn't. That goose video was proven to be false. Just because you want to believe some shit doesn't mean it is. You would. Or does. What has J.D. Vance ever done? The fuck? He really worked out for Victor Orban, didn't he? That's the one I said on the last episode. That's the one positive thing about this is watching JD Vance's political future just fucking slowly die on the stake. Because he chose to serve this fucking moron. Because that's how I talk, Drewy. Sorry, I've always been like this way. I was born with an unusual voice to begin with, and then I smoked a bunch of cigarettes and screamed in a metal band for a long time and drank and did cocaine. And now I sound like this. Right? No, I just told you what you believe is bullshit, because it is. What's up, Muhammad Sabir? Thanks for coming back. No, I am not using a voice changer. Believe me, you can ask all the people that know me. I am not using a voice changer. This is what I sound like. I sound like a guy who has that machine that you hold onto your neck. Only I don't need that machine. I just sound like that. Yvonne Khan says, we're on the same team, but the people are stupid. It's the same loophole going for 1,000 years. Yes. Yes. People falling for the same shit over and over and over again. And just fall for the same stuff. Over and over and over and over. Oh, the gay people. It's like, oh, the immigrants. This has been going on for years and years and years. And the Nazis and all these people, they fucking did the same shit. People fell for, yeah, Mussolini, the same shit. That's all fascism is whipping up people against perceived enemies so that they can fucking steal your fucking money. People keep falling for it over and over. And that's what I wanted to get to about Tucker saying he was sorry. Now, you listen to me for 1 second because this is true. Tucker Carlson says he's sorry. But if you listen to the rest of that discussion, they only play. Hold on a second, Drewvy, what do you mean, like China and Thailand? I mean, China and Taiwan? Or the fucking, who was it, Thailand and Cambodia going at it? I don't know a lot about it. I don't know why. I think that the Thailand and Cambodia are some kind of disputed territory. It's like the Pakistan, India, Kashmir thing, right? Where there's some kind of fucking disagreement on who owns what or where the borders really are. Anyway, listen. Most of the time, when you see on TV, they just show the clip where Tucker Carlson says he's sorry about, Trump. But the truth is, I said his emails were released from that trial, Dominion voting systems trial, where Fox News had to pay $1 billion for fucking lying, right? When people still believe Fox News after they pay $1 billion for lying, that tells you something right there. It's like, they don't mind being lied to. Because see, these people want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the fucking truth, because the truth hurts. Anyway, if you listen to the rest of the discussion, Tucker's really only angry because Trump turned out to be weak. Jesus, are you fucking serious? What is this, 8th grade? Rick Scott, well, go look it up. Rick Scott, the senator from Florida, he was a governor, I believe, had a multi-million-dollar fucking Medicare fraud. It's fact. Nick Shirley don't give a shit about that somehow. I don't know. Anyway, Tucker's pissed because Trump's not fascist enough, and that Trump, instead of staying here and fucking deporting immigrants and all the things that Tucker wanted to do, which is clear out the country of people of color, they're pissed because Trump's weak. And then even when he went, see, look, you just saying the same shit that Trump says because you're a drone, bro. You're a programmed drone. You don't really have a thought or an opinion of your own. These people tell you what to think, and you say it. I'm not hurting your feelings. I didn't call you a name. I just asked you if we're in 8th grade. It was a fucking fart joke. Are you kidding me? Julia says, confirmation bias. They want people to tell them it's okay to hate and blame others for their own incompetence. Right. Exactly. Ivana says, after human creation, the world ever been better? It was never a peaceful place, and it never will be. Let it be. The bastards will keep giving birth to bastards, and all we can do is gossip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's another thing. Like when you're young, you're all idealistic. You're like, oh, it changed the world. The older you get, you're like, oh, these people are fucking jerk-offs, and they're never going to change. That's why I became a comedian. He's like, all you can do is laugh at it. Dude, when you can spell programmed, I might take you seriously, bro. And that's another, see, it's all a gaslight. It's just like they say, like, well, maybe you didn't want to get this war with Iran, right? But now that we're there, if you're not for it, then you're not for America. And you're like, no, that's not true at all. It's like, we're telling you that this is what we were warning you about, doing dumb shit. No one's ever done what Trump did. Why? Because they knew that the Strait of Hormuz, they would close it down. It would fuck up the whole world economy. And this is where we're at. And now he doesn't have a plan to get out of it. If he has a plan, a secret plan, you could tell me they're Mad Rush or HRP Fayetteville. You in Arkansas? Shocker. It's like, home of the good cross-eyed bear. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Who was a disaster? Wish you worked for Trump. And then y'all just elected her to be the governor because, like I said, it's a machine. Y'all just eat it up. What you should ask for is more from your leaders. We lowered the standards now. The fucking whole fucking president and the whole cabinet, fucking morons. Reality TV, fucking stars and drunks. That's like Trump managed to not fire anybody for almost a year, and now it's 3 in a row. Bang, bang, bang. And now Cash Patel's probably gonna get fired for being a drunk, and Hegseth, he's fucked this all up. He's probably gonna get fired. So half the cabinet's gonna be gone. And the problem is, like I said, they got longer leash because he can't find any more nutlickers. He's run out of nutlickers. That's what I mean about this. Has a finite amount of time that can work. Why do you all say the same shit? Mad Rush says, Dem party is shrinking. Only the fascists, Karens, radicals back your low standards party. What are you talking about? Low standards party. Donald Trump is your leader. It don't get no fucking lower standard than that. The guy doesn't know what he's talking about or what he's saying from 1 minute to the next. He's a fucking, like I said, carnival barking used car salesman who grabs women by the pussy by his own admission. Hung out with a pedophile for 15 years. It's like, Dems have low stairs. When Larry Swallow came up for sexual assault or allegations, right? 1 week he was gone. 1 week. And you got rid of Gonzalez, but like I said, he'd been there for months. You didn't do nothing about it. You know why? Because you only cared about staying in power and having his vote. You talking about we have low standards. And like I said, I know you keep saying I'm a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I am an independent. I've never registered for a party, but I would never fuck it. Like I said, Republicans are garbage, bro. Look at the statistics. Every time Republicans get power, this happens. They crash the fucking economy. They steal all your money. Regular jerk-offs like you actually believe that these people care about you, which is what I can't understand. I can't wrap my head around it. Tell me what they've done for you, Mad Rush, except for fucking satisfy your hatred of alien or illegal aliens or whatever, fucking trans people or gay people or that's like people of color, that you don't like. Tell me what else they've done for you. Tell me what they've done for you. Tell me how any of this is good for you as an average American person. I'll wait. And see, this is the problem. Is every time you ask someone like you a question like that, you never answer it. Because you don't got a fucking answer, do you? Because they ain't done shit for you. Right? Except to buy some shit from them or give them some money. See, you don't have an answer. That's not an answer to the question. My question to you is, what have they done for you? How has the Trump administration being in power made your life better? I'll wait. No, it might have been entertaining. If you like watching people get shot in the street and drug off to fucking detention centers or whatever and deported to black hole prisons in El Salvador, if that's the kind of thing you're into, you could say, well, it was entertainment value. But please tell me how your life is better. by any of the policies. Yes? But like I said, I'm curious to find one of you who will answer the fucking question. Because you never do. You don't have anything to say. And you know I'm right, even though you won't admit it. If you had a list of things that your life was better, you would have already fucking posted it. Your life is not better. Yes, Ken, they're a brainwashed fucking cult. Exactly. Fascists and bootlickers, like I said. People that need someone to tell them that other people are the real reason why they suck, you know. I don't know where Blue Apollo's gone. I don't know why he left. I was gonna ask him, like he's a follower of Nick Fuentes. And it's like, why does anyone want to follow any of these people? I don't understand. See, you don't, what the fuck does that even mean? Now you're just, like I said, now you're just embarrassing yourself, really. Like, it's a simple question I asked you, but you don't have an answer. And again, what are we going to get out of this war in Iran? Besides spending fucking $500 billion or whatever. Please tell me. Because I'm going to tell you what we're going to get out of it. Absolutely jack shit. We're going to be right back to where we were before the fucking war, and nothing else will happen. Regime's still there. They still got their nuclear fucking shit. They still have missiles and drones. And now they own the Strait of Hormuz. If anything, it's worse. That's the reality of the situation. You can try to make up any fucking story you want, but that's the reality of the situation now. What do you think? What you think if Trump decides to drop some more bombs on them, that they're just going to quit again? You know, they're going to quit this time. They're not. They're not going to quit. They'll do the same thing they did last time. Is they'll put a human chains around all that shit, and dare Trump to murder a bunch of people on live television. People have already told him you can't fucking do that. You got to believe that, right? If they human chain around all these power plants and bridges like they did when Trump said he was going to destroy their civilization, and Trump goes ahead and drops bombs on those places to have human chains around them and murders people on live television. You think people don't like us now? He's talking about Iran don't have no cards. They got all the cards. See, they're so fucking. At this point, Mad Rush, I'm telling you, I'm not taking you seriously anymore. I was taking you seriously for a while, but you're not a serious person. You don't have any real thoughts. It's like the other day when Blue Apollo, who I actually like, he comes on here. He's a groiper, and he is a follower of Fuentes or whatever. But he used a phrase the other day that I wanted to ask him about, but he left. He said Nick commanded us to do something. I forget what it was, but I was like, commanded you? Why are you taking commands from some podcast guy? It's like, and I remember sitting here and command you to do anything except maybe read a fucking book, bro. It's like, take a remedial English class so you can make a fucking sentence. If you want people to take it, that's why I don't understand. The internet is hilarious, and people act like, oh, it doesn't matter that they can't spell or fucking write. You know what? They don't want to talk about world affairs and history and shit. You're like, dude, I can't take your fucking shit seriously. If you're illiterate. If you didn't even take the time to learn how to fucking read and write, you think that I'd believe that you took the time to study Iranian history? It's like, really? It's like, it's part of being an intellectual that you can at least play the part. It's like, you're just talking shit now. And killing the leaders of Iran, did that help? You know what they did? They killed the moderates. How you know shit? They showed a chart. They killed the moderates. And now the extremists are in charge. It's worse. It's worse than it was before. By all accounts. Oil is more expensive. Gas is more expensive. Nothing's moving through the Strait of Hormuz. They're going to run out of jet fuel in Europe in about 5 weeks. That's going to shut down supply chains and all kinds of other shit. There's all kinds of things backing up that you don't even consider because you're too busy licking Donald Trump's balls. Like, to realize that he's a moron of epic proportion who's fucking up the whole entire planet. These other countries are feeling it worse than us right now. It's going to come around to us soon. These grocery prices are going to go up again. There ain't no fertilizer for the farms. You know that? You realize that? Right? There ain't no helium for the chip manufacturers. There's all kinds of shit. There's natural gas going up out the ass. That's and I asked you a simple question. Again, I'll ask it again. Please tell me how your life is better by any of this. Besides, it's talk shit. Dems shot at the boots and Trump is cleaning up after the mess of Biden, captured Maduro, killed leaders in Iran. How does any of that help us? Don't even talk about Venezuela anymore. Because Venezuela don't matter. He did all that thinking that he was going to bring the oil companies in there. They were like, we're not going in there. They already wasted a bunch of money fucking trying to get that shitty oil out of Venezuela. And with the political upheaval and unrest and unpredictability, it's like, we're not fucking putting a bunch of money in there. Fuck off. And we're not going to have any allies when this is over. You know that, right? We're all alone. All of our friends hate us now. And even when Trump is gone, they're not going to trust us. It's like a guy, or, like a wife whose husband cheated on him, she's not going to believe him anymore. It might pretend for a minute, but it's like, this shit's falling apart. It's like... And again, you haven't said one thing. You haven't tell me how you're better. Meanwhile, he's starving out Cuba with a blockade. People are dying. You know how many people have died because of Donald Trump? I saw a thing the other day. It said because of Doge and the USAID, 500,000 children died. Of course, it's across the world, and they're people of color, most likely, so you don't give a shit. But that's 500,000 people. That's a lot of people dead who would be alive if not for pettiness and incompetence. Yeah, Julius is right now. The president of peace wants to conquer Cuba. Didn't you see Pete Hegseth put up this map where it had the whole of it, North America? Greenland, Canada, us, Mexico. It's like Cuba. It's like all of Central America. They want to dominate all of it. You're like, are you fucking serious? That's like just Greater North America, they were calling. Really, man? See, that's when you really prove that you're not a serious person, bro. We're looking for serious people to talk on this show. I've given you multiple opportunities to prove that you're a serious person and to have an actual opinion or thought. And you don't. You petty fucking insults like a fucking high school person. You're just like Trump. That's the thing is, see, Trump reveals just how many of you fucking jerk-offs there are in this world. Trump is an immature, ignorant, arrogant, fucking, he's a typical American, you know. Thinks he knows everything about everything. He doesn't know anything about anything. And because he was born with $450 million, people just let him drone on his whole life. Nobody stopped. See, look. It's amazing to me how uncreative and unintelligent the mega person is. Really. Now I understand. I didn't understand. I read this article the other day where Nick Fuentes apparently was shitting on his own fans because, you know, his fans are fucking losers. And, and maybe he's just getting tired of it. So he started calling them out, you know, and they fucking just took it. He basically called his own fan like a fat loser, a piece of shit. And they just were like, yes, sir. No, I asked you several questions and gave you the opportunity to respond, and you never did. You can say whatever you want about what I'm saying. At least I got something to say. And I said I gave you the opportunity to respond, but you can't. So you resort to your, you know, schoolyard tactics, which is, that's fine. I mean, that's what I mean. But, you know, you look in the mirror and you go, the reason I'm not smart is because of immigrants. It's like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with them. It's because you're lazy and you're probably entitled. This country, the culture itself is fundamentally flawed because the primary currency is money, right? Your worth in this society. People always ask, you know, wonder how much money you make, how much money you got. And, you know, it's like that's not how you judge anything. There was a guy who was opening up for Pussy for Sunday night. And that's what he said. He's like, I don't care about money, or this wouldn't be the act. You're like, 100%, dude. You make art, this is art. You know, and if it makes a lot of money, then that's good. But if you're thinking about that, then it ain't art, is it? Something else entirely. It's a commercial product. And you sound boring, but you've been here the whole time. You could have left at any time. You're not chained to the fucking show. But you know, right. I said, I never really attacked you either. I just asked you a question several times. Gave you the opportunity to defend yourself, defend your mega fucking beliefs. And no mega person can tell me how their lives are better because of mega, because they're not. And I also don't believe in the, you know, I've seen this happen already. And people who were mega people, and they wake up and realize, oh my God, you know, I've been fucked, you know, and people shun them and they go, hey, fuck you, you know, like, I don't believe you should do that. You know, takes a lot to admit you're wrong. Now, if you're Tucker and you're disingenuous about it, like I said, Tucker's not sorry because of Donald Trump. That's what back to my point. Tucker's sorry that Donald Trump turned out to not be the tough guy he sold himself as. Trump is really weak. All of his shit is bluster. He's just talking a lot of shit. He's the guy at the you remember in high school when the guys would look like they're gonna get in a fight, but like they didn't really want to get in a fight. They just wanted to not look like a pussy. So the guy would say like, "Yeah, man, yeah, throw the first punch in, throw the first punch, throw the first punch." Like that's what Trump is. And if he threw the first punch, he wouldn't know what to do after, and that's what Trump did. It's like. See, Ivana Khan says, I told you nothing is changing. These idiots will always be here. There is the proof, Mad Rush. Yes, exactly. You've been watching this whole time, Evan Khan? Have you seen the multiple times I asked him to tell me how his life is better because of Donald Trump, and he never answers. We're about 10 times now. Because they don't have anything to say. The truth is, they're brainwashed drones. But the problem is, there's millions of these motherfuckers. And they're brainwashed drones, so they do what he says. It's like now that, Trump's trying to get rid of Thomas Massey because Thomas Massey's like one of the only Republicans left that'll stand up to him. And he hates that. So he's here running ads, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Thomas Massey's he votes with AOC. Trump says Ed Gallery or whatever the fuck his name is. Fire Thomas Massey. They want to get rid of him, right? Because Thomas Massey was the one who insisted that they fucking release the Epstein files. Julia says they only thrive off hating people. Spend their time being angry. Their lives have not fundamentally improved in any way. Stuck in an endless cycle of grievance. Oh, well. Yeah, exactly. They're masochists, too, on some level. MS Gaming says, am I from the USA? Yes, I am in the U.S. Cincinnati, Ohio, to be specific. Yeah, when you ask them, like I said, please tell me how these policies help you. They don't have nothing to say because that's their whole identity is hating on someone else and blaming their troubles on someone else and believing that Minato, it's you ever seen The Big Lebowski? It's a rug, but it's the actual dude. Instead of just being a rug. And then when I started doing this show, I didn't have a backdrop. I never started out to do a podcast, but anyways, I didn't have a backdrop, and my friend was like, "Hey man, you should probably get a backdrop," because I was just in the basement. Or like, you just look like a serial killer in your basement. Minato says, I thought you were into Buddhism. I'm not against it. I'm not a religious person, but if I was going to have a religion, Buddhism sounds better than the other shit. MS Gaming says, after all countries went to make nuclear device, what do you think about it? What? I think you're going to have to worry about that a lot more in the future coming up. Yes, I do. I think that this, Minato says the guy is similar to Buddha, though. Thank you. I do believe that, the nuclear treaty is expired. You know that, right? And Trump tore up all the agreements that we had. So right now, there's no rules against countries making nuclear weapons like there was a treaty. Crocaholic says, I don't like Buddhism. Why? Why don't you like it? I don't know enough about it to like comment. Really, tell you the truth. Jesus on top. Well, Christianity. It's kind of questionable. You got a lot of hypocrites in your religion. You know that, right? MS Gaming says all countries have a right to make nuclear device. Am I right? I believe that they do have the right to if they yeah. Like we have them. China has them. Russia has them. France, all these European countries, they have them. And then they all sell to other people. Hey, man, you don't make no nukes. Yes, Minato says, if we sit alone and think about today's world, we are really very close to destruction. One bad move and we will nuke each other. Yes, but that's what they said all growing up. The Cold War, that's what the Cold War was all about. Having everybody scared there could be a nuclear war at any moment. And it's true. You could have a nuclear war at any moment. I mean, all it takes is one. But I think it's more about people want nukes so they don't get attacked by other countries. You ever notice they don't attack countries if they got nuclear weapons? That's why Russia's able to invade Ukraine, and Europe and United States didn't immediately put in fucking, military force to stop him because he has nuclear weapons. Now, MS Gaming asks, do I believe they have the right to? Yes. Do I believe they should? No. If you ask me, I think all nuclear weapons should be taken apart, gotten rid of. No. That's my dream, is that one day humanity will evolve to that point where we decide. Yes, Minato. They used to make us get under the desk and shit. I'm not kidding. Fallout drills. like getting under the desk is gonna help you. What do you think about it? It's a good metaphor for how ridiculous everything is in this world. Really, they take elementary school kids and tell them to get under the desk and put your hands on your head like this, and that might save you from a nuclear weapon. I'd rather not think about it at all. It's it's unbelievable. Hey, Ivanicon, thank you. He says, keep doing podcasts, man. We will chat about the soulless world. If you've never been here before and you're new to the show, you just stumbled on it today. Like I said, I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. If you haven't done so, like the channel, subscribe to the show. Vigi says, when are you collabing with iShow Speed? I don't know. What does that mean? What is that? Minato says, drills, are you kidding me? Then it's relaxed now compared to that. I think that, like I said, it's one of those things where they realize that it's fucking dumb. And we used to do a lot of dumb shit. Real Lane says, hey, I wrote a rap. Do you want to read some of it? Send it to me in the email. Oh, look, Black Wisdom's back. It's good to see you. How are you? And he says, give Iran nukes, Israel, Khan, USA into another Jew war. How many Israeli soldiers hitting the ground? 0. Yeah, exactly. Well, we all know that. I think that we agreed on that. Only I wouldn't call it a Jew war because, like I said, this is where you make it, Black Wisdom, by saying it like that. That's where you give the people who say if you criticize Israel, you're an anti-Semite. You give them ammunition when you say shit like that. Like, it's not about the Jews. It's about the Zionists. See, the Zionists are the mega of Israel, basically. The right-wing extremists who believe, that might makes right, and that they can solve this problem by killing, however many people. And they want to expand Israel. But you get what I'm saying, Black Wisdom? Like, I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm saying is when you say it like that, you give them ammunition to say that. And that's where that comes from. And then they hide behind that. And then you can't really discuss the real thing. The real problem is Israel the government of Israel, Netanyahu, right? He's been pushing all this for 20, 25 years. What kind of movie you want to watch, third year? What kind? I mean, it depends what you like. Yes, black wisdom. A lot of Jews are good humanitarian people. No, that's what I'm saying is you can't just blackball, all the Jewish people because these lunatics have taken over their country. And because look at us. Lunatics have taken over this country. It can happen to anybody. Once you get them in, like I said, it took 16 years for them to get rid of Orban. See, Julia says, thanks for that, black wisdom. I'm Jewish and I'm completely against what Bibi is doing. Exactly. But everybody knows, come on, Netanyahu's tried to get the last 3 or 4 presidents to do this. And none of them would fall for it, except Trump was pliable and dumb enough to fall for it. But now we're in this situation that he doesn't know how to get out of it. What kind of movie do you want to watch third year? I don't want to recommend some kind of movie that you don't like. But I do know movies, so I will tell you, good one. If you haven't seen it, like I said, if you haven't seen The Big Lebowski, start with that. But most people have seen it. See, I don't believe that, Leviathan. At one time, Israel wasn't like it was now. They weren't aggressively expanding. Settlements are illegal. All those settlements in the West Bank, they're illegal. Right? And a lot of his previous Israeli governments didn't do that. It can be. Cheesy mozzarella sticks as high from an Israeli who thinks to have a right to exist. Yes, exactly. I think you have a right to exist too. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is Netanyahu likes to hide behind the anti-Semitism argument to prevent criticism for what his government does, which is terrible. Cheesy mozzarella sticks, do you agree with the way that Benjamin Netanyahu represents your country? I'm curious about that. Black Wisdom says he's been to Israel. They spit on Americans and Christian people. I've seen that. And there was just that picture of the one guy tearing down the Jesus statue or whatever. But not all people that live there are like that. Head says Jews are goated, but Zionists are stupid. Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is the Zionists are they're the real problem. They're the extremists. And somebody just said Islam is a terrorist. Yeah, it can be, but it can also be a peace. Most Muslims are peaceful people. Every religion has these fucking, like I said, they're Pete Hegseths. Thank you, sir, Lane. Believe it or not, I used to rap when I was younger. I was actually pretty good at it. So, New View Mary says, Iran is the goat, but Islamic Republic is shit. Yes, but that's what I'm saying is the Iranian people generally are nice people. They have a terrible fucking government. Hey, little thumb, thanks for coming back. You came at the end, though. I'm about to get off of here. Leviathan says Cuba will prevail. It is held against U.S. imperialism since Kennedy's aggression. You know what I find that's odd is that the whole Cuba thing's kind of gone away. Trump let that Russian ship take some oil there. And after that, we haven't heard anything about it, have we? Black Wizard says, name one Arab country that's invaded the USA. Answer 0. That is true. But bin Laden did manage to attack us. They didn't invade, but Venu Mary says, most Muslims are not peaceful. I guess you just never lived in a Muslim country. No, I never lived in a full-on Muslim country, no. But that's what I'm saying, though, is people generally, if you just meet them, right, talk to them, hang out with them, they're generally cool individually. But all these countries have bad fucking governments, shit fucking systems. We we live in the past. We hold on to, you know, shit bag ways of living. Wolfen Gang says, I want to live in a white country. Those don't exist now, though. Please, just stop. Just stop. You know why? Because we drug a lot of people of color to our countries to work for us. You should have thought about that first. See, it's the laws of unintended consequences. It always is. You didn't think about that part, did you? Anyway, I'm already 10 minutes over. I've been going over lately. And some of you don't show up till later. So listen, if I, if you're new to this show, you just clicked in, and you like what you see, please wait. Wolfgang says, "How come I can't choose that, but everyone else can?" What do you mean? That's not true at all. You can't go to any country. It's just all one fucking kind of people. There ain't no country like that anymore. Hey, Leviathan, thank you. But like I said, if you're new, you can name me one where even South Africa, places like that, they're not all black. They're white people. There's there's all kinds of people. No, but your fucking ancestors didn't they? My ancestors? I don't know. I never did a 23andMe or any of that shit. I don't know what if I have a slave fucking person in my, owner in my family, I don't know. But in general, there was a system in place that drugged these people halfway across the world. And now you cry because they're here. They don't. If you want to fucking start that, like Idaho or whatever, if you want to start your own fucking all white cult, you go ahead. You be the boringest fucking cult you ever see in your life. What do you guys do? Oh, well, on Saturdays we watch NASCAR. It's like, why? Wolfen Gang. Why do you think that? Why do you guys want to be around all the same kind of people? Yes, John. John says, because it means you're a racist. OJ says, do I think black people are real? What are you talking about? See, now we're getting way off the rails. I'm telling you this. I've been all around the country. I've been to Jamaica, places like that. No, I just don't understand it. I'm not saying I'm offended. I'm not telling you to go away. It's like I'm actually quite curious as to why you only want to live around certain kind of people. Man Love Meowing says, unrelated but secular Muslims are the worst. The Balkans with Bosnians and Albanians is a nightmare. Yeah. They probably hate each other, right? Same thing. You know what, Lane? Nobody did. Today is, I think, the first day that nobody came on here and just called me a Jew. I haven't picked up the sign one time. No one's offended, bro. I just wonder. I said, I just don't get it. What makes it, me and Laura were talking about this the other day. It's like, what makes this country great is that you can go out and you can get anything you want. You want Asian food? You want Indian food? You want to go to a fucking mosque? You want to go to a fucking Hindu temple? You want to go to it's all here. But why, Wolfgang? Why don't you enjoy multiculturalism? Do you like to eat tacos? Right? You like Asian food? Do you like, you like kung fu movies? Exactly, Nick Morris. So what is your own kind? Human beings? Black Wisdom says, I'm black. I'm retired at age 38. I travel. Iran treated me like a king. The best people invited me into homes, etc. Christian churches for hundreds of years. Israel people are filled with hate. I think that we were talking about that before, me and Daniele. I don't even mean that. Since I can make my own tacos. Yeah, but I bet they ain't no good. See, Cheesy Mozzarella Stick says, criticizing the Israeli government is absolutely not anti-Semitic unless you think Israelis are anti-Semitic too. I think people who think Israel shouldn't exist are hypocritical and dislike Jews. Most Israelis are descendants from refugees from Muslim countries in World War II Europe. Yes, agreed, 100%. 100%. Yeah, but you never really answered the question, Wolfgang. What do you got against foreigners? That's the real question. Why are they're just different than you? You don't like that? Like, that's the part that I don't get. Get down and into the reasons why. Your own kind probably doesn't want to be around you. Yeah, exactly. It's like, that guy's an asshole. I know how to cook, bro. That's not the point. You can learn things from other people. It's just a thought. But why? You're like the guy that I was asking to tell me how Trump's made his life better. And I'm asking you, why? Why do you prefer to be around white Western people? Why? And what do you have against foreigners? And you haven't really answered the question. But Man Love says refugees from Muslim countries for Israel is a myth. Mossad asked him to leave. Well, the truth is they've been fighting over that land. Muslims and Christians have fought over Israel, and it's changed hands several times over hundreds of years. He says, yes, I've already answered it. I don't understand how you want to be around others so much, and I don't. It's very simple, because they don't annoy me as much. Really. Cheesy Mozzarella Stick says, no clue what you're asking about. Can you clarify? Well, like I said, I'm saying, wasn't really asking. I was just saying it's changed hands several times. See, Wolfgang, because you're a racist. Just say it. Just own it. He's like, I don't want to listen to foreign languages. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to be around them. Because you're a fucking racist. It's like, and I'm not saying fuck off, get the fuck out of here. I'm actually curious as to the racist mind. I don't understand how it works. I don't get it. Man Love says, not Palestine, I mean Iraq and North Africa. They were willing immigrants, right? There you go, Wolfgang. At least you fucking admit it. Now, see, I respect you at least. I hate these MAGA people who are racist and pretend like they're not. Well, I'm not racist. I just don't like foreigners. Well, first of all, it's not real. Race is a social construct. It's not a real thing. That's now you can say, oh, it is or isn't. It's we're all human beings, bro. We all have subtle physical differences, but we're all human beings. It's like saying there's a big difference between the mountain gorilla and the lowland gorilla. Not really. It's one of them lives up in the mountain and one of them lives down low. Then one of them has longer hair than the other because it's colder. It's but Yeah, but Wolfgang, everyone's came to America. America is a country. It isn't real. I love how race is like a construct that was made so that, like I said, they could divide people. You know, you should know this, Wolfgang, if you know the history of your own people. I'm a white person too, right? And if there ain't no fucking people of color around, we turn on each other, don't we? And we go, look at them Irish people or the Poles or that's like, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you'd like to get rid of the Constitution as well to establish your racist utopia where much where you don't need that, Hogs Baffleworth. You ever been to a trailer park? It's like, oh yeah, then what am I? Wolfgang? If I ain't white. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Not like I give a shit, because most of us are assholes. Yes, man, love meowing. There was always this tribe with the other. That's what I'm saying. It's tribalism. It's primordial bullshit that we hang on to that keeps us. Look, he's talking about 1790. Let's go back to 1790 and bring the. Well, we're ready to bring slavery back. Like I said, I at least respect you because most of you guys act like you're something else. So, you try to hide, but he's like, just admit what you are, and you did. So, like I said, I respect you. No, I don't. No, I don't. You're saying if I'm not a fucking white supremacist Nazi that I'm not really white. Is that what you're trying to say? Which just proves to you that, like I said, it's some bullshit. That proves to you what I just said. It's a construct. It's a social construct. If you're willing to say I'm not white, even though I clearly am, because I don't share your viewpoint that we're better than everybody else. He's like, I don't want them here. You're a full-on Klan member, aren't you? Yeah, well, I'm sure that the Indians. No, I'm not clearly a Jew. See? Oh, look at that. Hey, not a Jew. We had to go 22 minutes over before we got to it today. Somebody tried to call me a fucking Jew. We were just sitting here talking about Israel and how they suck. You can see the Jewishness. See, this is how fucking stupid racism really is. Because I'm clearly not a Jew. I have a big nose, but it's not a Jew. My mom's fucking Irish, bro. It's like, it's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm already 20 minutes over. I got to get out of here. Hey, listen, this is true, though. If you came onto this show, you stumbled on it today, right? I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. I do hour shows. I don't do fucking 3-hour Joe Rogans. But I will hang out like today if we were having a discussion. But I can't sit here all night because I'm going to go watch the NBA playoffs. But anyway, if you want to send me, I don't have to fucking denounce anything, bro. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? I denounce people like you, to tell you the truth. I mean, and I'm not telling you to fuck off or anything like that. I just, like I said, I think that your viewpoint is fucking ridiculous. Yes, Nick. Everyone came out of Africa at one point. That's what I'm saying. Race is a social construct. It's not, he says it's fucking genetics. Like, no, it isn't. I said, there's not much difference. The same thing, like I just pointed out before, between the lowland gorilla and the fucking mountain gorilla, except for the gorilla. That's Cody. That you don't even know how science works. This is the problem with fucking people. They don't want to take the time to fucking learn some shit. It's like, I said I don't denounce anything. Don't you fucking listen? Obviously you didn't. Where'd you come from, bro? At some point, monkeys turned into people. Then they wandered out. Then they fucking. It's like, that's how it works. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck even is it? Is the central text of Rabbinic Judaism. It's second in authority only to the Hebrew Bible, the first 5 books of which form the Torah. Yeah, what the fuck is that supposed to be? I didn't even know what it was. That's how Jewy I am. I had to look it up. No, but I know you're a fucking dick. I'm just kidding. I truly would like to understand. Yes, Wolfgang is an idiot. Yes, exactly. I once knew a guy named Hallenstein. He was a white supremacist Klan, wannabe Klan member from Kentucky. His name was Hallenstein. He clearly didn't see the irony. Anyway, I gotta go. But like I said, if you're new to this show, well, whatever. Sorry. You wouldn't be the first to say that. Sure, you won't be the last. I don't eat frozen shit anymore, really. It's bad. Never understand what. That you're a racist? I understand it. I've just met enough people of all different variety that I realized that that's fucking bullshit. The only reason you don't understand, no, I don't hate myself or my people. I love human beings. I'm a humanist, bro. I want better for all of us. Right now, we're fucking up the world. It's like we need to evolve to a better place where we can talk to each other and, like I said, form a society that will help us to live through all this fucking bullshit that's about to happen. Okay, so listen, I have to go again. It's like, if you're new to the show, please like the show, subscribe to the channel. I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, live, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. We try to have a discussion. Come back, Wolfgang. I would like to speak more. I'd like to know more about it. Yes, Nick Morris, Homo sapien originated from Africa. Everybody knows it. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Please like the show. If you want to send me a private message, it's email. It's Bruce Leonard Leans Left at outlook.com. It can happen, Wolfgang. The reason why it won't is because people keep saying it won't happen. Yes, Cody. He says you had to be there. That's Ricky Gervais. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. Please go out today and enjoy your life. And I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Good night. Guarantee I'd be the first to be standing there bathed in that light. Until that day, I'll keep my eyes shut tight. I do not want to pick a fight. I feel more